Hello again. Now, some of you aren't going to like this, but this is the reason you're broken. It's because you play life on easy mode. Now, a lot of people combat easy mode by saying, I don't live on easy mode, I go to the gym, I work fucking 40 hours a week. Ooh, wow. No one cares. That's still easy mode. I don't care if you even work like 60 hours a week. If you work a very comforting lifestyle, you still watch Netflix every fucking evening, you still go out every weekend to get pissed. You're living life on easy mode. You're not doing anything that's strenuous and out of your comfort zone. Yes, okay, to the average person, 60-hour work weeks are hard, but that's become part of your routine. You're now inclined to do that. That's no longer hard for you. You're still living life on easy mode because you're going through your comforts. And most people nowadays have a comfort addiction. You probably absolutely no way think about sacrificing sleep. You'll pick sleep over progress any day. Let me tell you, when I was starting a business, I would go to work for 8-10 hours, come home, work 8-10 hours, the same amount of time that I would be at work doing my 9 to 5 to get money and to live. It's the same amount of time that I would spend on my business, because that's the only way that I could justify keeping prodding along. I needed something to elevate me to the next level. I don't care how hard it was. I don't care how much sleep I lost. Did not matter. That's exactly what you need to do to get out of these kinds of situations. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but I go through certain disciplines, and that's exactly what you need to do. But once again, going to the gym is not a discipline. It's not good enough. Playing football on the weekend, it's not fucking good enough. You need something that's actually genuinely strenuous, or it's not a discipline. It's just something you enjoy doing as part of your routine. Now, let me tell you that comfort is going to be the currency of the poor. Unless, you're some billionaire's son, you can't afford to just sit around and live off the comforts of life. It's no longer an option now. And most people even know this. You probably know that that's a fact. But what broke people do or have in common is they will basically just sit on comfort now and not take any risks, and then regret later. Whereas regret is going to be the hardest pill to swallow when you're on your fucking deathbed. You're on your deathbed and you think, I should have started a business, or I should have fucking dumped that girl a lot earlier because she ended up cheating on me anyway 3 years later. Most people know what they're doing is a waste of time, but will refuse to take action on it because they are addicted to comfort. That's a big, big problem. That is the sole reason you're in the position that you're in and why you're watching this video, right? You either find me entertaining, or you're looking for some genuine advice and you've hit fucking rock bottom. Good luck to you. I hope that you take some tips and take shit away from it and learn something. Don't get me wrong, I'm no guru. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the expert of life, but I have made some right decisions which have led me down the right path. So what you will realize about rich people, and I'm using broken rich as like almost like a literal sense. A lot of people will think, it's using money. It's not really to do with money. It's more to do with mindset and freedom. I value freedom as a currency more than I value actual money as a currency. I could, if I could have zero in my bank account, but I could do what I want, have no boss, fucking travel the world, have location freedom. That's all that I would want. That's a much larger currency to me than actual having figures in your fucking bank account, because realistically that's a screen. That's just numbers on a screen, sorry. So it doesn't actually mean something. But every single rich or wealthy person will have in common is they will want to be uncomfortable 24/7. Even out here, I'm doing a fucking YouTube video. I'm not saying this is the hardest thing I've ever done, but it is like fucking 40 degrees out here. I am sweating. Like, this is something that's just for content, okay? I don't even have any fucking followers on this channel right now, but it's something that I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to do, even though I'm seeing very little return from it in quite a literal sense. It's something that I know will pay off in the future because I will stick to this and I will make it work. There's a lot of people don't have that belief. They see, nothing's worked within a year or 2 years. I think this channel's been going and nothing's happened. Sure, I've not been 100% on it, don't get me wrong, but most people would just stop. Whereas I don't have that. I need to keep going because I started it, and I started it for a reason, and I know that reason is justified because I trust myself well and truly. But a lot of people have also been told this lie their whole life that you need to live a balanced lifestyle. It's all fucking bullshit. Sure, if you're a woman, it works, but if you're a bloke, there's no fucking balanced lifestyle. When you're at rock bottom, you're at zero. There's nothing to balance because there's nothing good about your life. We all well and truly know that the divide between the poorest people and the richest people in the world right now is larger than ever. Right? There's no real middle ground anymore. Even the middle class are now, merging into the lower class and starting to become more working class and getting taxed to fuck and struggling the most. They have the most miserable lives. And that's purely because they've been sold this lie of you need a balanced fucking lifestyle. What is there to balance anymore? You can't even afford to go out on the weekend and have a pint if you wanted to, unless you want to be, super poor, rock bottom. If you try to save and do everything that the government's telling you to do and live this balanced lifestyle, you'll end up there anyway. Because some shit's going to happen. You're going to fucking crash your car. You're going to need to get married at some point or some shit like that, and you're going to fucking justify it as the balanced lifestyle and it's what I want in life. But do you really? Because I don't think you do. I don't think that you really want a balanced lifestyle. You don't have to be grinding for years and go fucking monk mode for 5 years and never speak to anyone. It's not what that is. What it is just not believing in this bullshit that you have to have some time off on the weekend or you have to, spend some time with your lovely wife. No, come on. Behave. That's not how you get out of an uncomfortable situation. You don't go back to comforts. It's fucking stupid. And a lot of people as well, they'll avoid pressure. So there's a lot of situations which will put you under pressure. Starting a business, you would need to get your finances right, especially if you have no money. You need to, as contradictory as it is, you need to balance your time. I don't mean between, pleasure and time off and fucking work. I mean, you need to balance your time, your 9 to 5 to your business or your 9 to 5 to where it's actually important to you and going to grow into something. That's where the balance will come in that sense. But there's a lot of pressures which people will just flat out avoid. They'd rather rot away in bed watching TikTok because they can't be asked to deal with the pressures. The pressures make diamonds, as the famous saying goes. You can't have any good without bad. It doesn't happen. You can't just avoid all these bad things and, fill it with fucking fake dopamine on TikTok. You can't just do that forever unless you want to stay in the same situation that you're in right now. It cannot happen. You can't just do that. And, but I go gym and, I'm fucking competing in bodybuilding. Well done. You can train for 2 hours. It's not exactly a hard thing to do when your social circle revolves around that and that's all you've kind of got going for you, unless you are truly grinding to make that like your path out, which under my understanding is very rarely an actual path to take for a lot of people. It's like bodybuilding and personal training. There's not actually that much money in it and there's not a lot of freedom in it, but if that's what you enjoy doing, that's cool. There's no judgment there. But a lot of people will try to justify it like, I'm just going to get massive eventually and I'll start bodybuilding. Whereas you're not going to do that and you're going to fail because you're not fucking committing to anyone. And the fact that you are living on easy mode is going to keep you average. There's nothing that you are building on. If you're scrolling through fucking Instagram Reels, if you're sitting here watching these videos, you need to take some fucking action. You can't just hide behind a screen forever, justify these kind of, talking to a camera, almost telling you off type videos, right? You can't do that forever and say that you're learning. Yes, okay, you get some value, and that's why I post it, of course, but you need to take some action on it. You can't just sit here watching videos all day. You need to start executing instead of just learning and talking about what you're going to do and thinking about it. You need to actually, take fucking action. Take what is in front of you and actually do it. And a lot of people will go away and genuinely take advice, which I don't think that 90% of people will do at all. But a lot of people will also go away and say, no one warned me. I never knew the world was going to be like this. It's the government's fault. It's fucking people are racist. People are fucking sexist. I'm a woman. Or everything's against me. Whereas realistically, no one cares. No one actually cares. The only thing that's going to happen, if you want it to, is you're going to succeed. But are you going to succeed? Do you want that to happen? Because you know the path that you need to take. You just don't want to take it because it's fucking hard. But it's up to you.